sometimes people are coming in the office, and when they're sitting down to meet with us, they're close to retirement age and they're wondering, am I really ready? Right? And one of the questions that they have, and it's a question that you have today, is does an annuity solve the issues that baby boomers face in retirement? We're going to get into that today. So I'm Eddie Gartner with Epic Financial Strategies. And to know if an annuity is the right product or not, we have to first answer the question, well, what are the issues that retirees or baby boomers are going to face? The number one issue that baby boomers, retirees, everybody that's eventually going to get to retirement will face is longevity. And you might be thinking, well, if I live a long time, how is that really a problem? What happens is some people refer to longevity as the retirement risk multiplier, right? Think about it this way. When you retire, the longer you live, the more likely you are for any of these other risks to creep in, and they could cause problems in your retirement. The next challenge that we want to think about is, right, as advisors, people are always asking us, do I have enough money to retire? Did I save enough? And part of the reason that's an issue is because when we look at retirement, we want to know, am I able to withdraw or have a nice income stream? In 1994, Bill Bengen wrote a paper. It was called the 4% rule. And that 4% number has lived on for quite some time as the rule of thumb for planning. Right? If you built up a nice nest egg and let's say you had $1 million, well, if you have 4% that you can safely withdraw, that means you now have $40,000 a year in retirement. The way this came about is they went back and studied all these 30-year periods throughout history, and they said, during those 30-year periods, what number could I safely withdraw from a nicely allocated portfolio and not run out of money? So at the end of 30 years, as long as you had $1 or more left, that was really the benchmark. And the number that came back was 4%. So again, that's $1 million, $40,000 a year. And now we got to think about, well, okay, $40,000 a year, but how did I save that money? Is it in a retirement account that was pre-tax and now I have to pay taxes on it? Right? So you can see why some of the issues with withdrawal rate become a problem, because people think, wow, I have $1 million, that's a lot of money, but is it going to last you through retirement? The next concern is you're going to be invested likely in the market, because where else are you going to get returns, right? So if you have investments in the market, you're going to have to worry about market fluctuation. If we think about the dot-com bubble in 99, we think about, 9/11, we think about the Great Recession, right? And then the things that are happening even today, markets go crazy, right? I think there was a study just recently by Fidelity, and they said that 31% of their clients that are age 65 to 69 sold out 100% of their portfolios between the months of February and May. That was probably the worst time to be selling out of the portfolio, because this was right when the pandemic was striking our country. And because of that, what a lot of people ended up doing was they ended up locking in their losses, and they missed all the upside coming back on the market. So you got to think about, if you're retired for 30 years, how many more times is the market going to fluctuate, and what's that look like for your retirement? So if we tie that back to the 4% rule and we look at some of the newer research, a guy by the name of Dr. Wade Pfau, who's one of the leading retirement researchers, actually redid the numbers. And what he's saying in his research is that the safe withdrawal rate on a portfolio is closer to 2.8%. So think about that. 2.8% on $1 million means that you can safely withdraw $28,000 a year. So is that enough for you? So I'm talking about 2.8% withdrawal rate, 4% withdrawal rate, and you're saying, look, I don't think that's enough for me to live on. Well, one of the reasons that somebody might use an annuity is because you can actually get higher rates of withdrawal, so more money in retirement, better income streams that you can't run out of by using an annuity. And what does that mean for you in retirement? It means more dollars in your pocket. I know I've been talking about a lot of things that are concerns and issues, so the question that you had is, well, will an annuity solve any of these issues? Some of the things that annuities can do is they can protect you from market fluctuation, right? If you're in an indexed annuity or a fixed annuity or an annuity that just provides income, you're outside of the market and you no longer have that fluctuation. One of the other things that annuities can do, and probably the main reason people buy them, is they want a guaranteed check every single month when they're in retirement. This is money that you can't run out of, right? So what happens is that risk of longevity, that risk of living a great long life, you mitigate that risk because you're taking some of your assets and putting them into an annuity and you're guaranteeing yourself a paycheck. So those are some of the things that an annuity can help with. One of the concerns in retirement that I didn't even touch on, and we've done videos on them before, is long-term care, right? Health concerns as we age are a big issue in today's society. We did another video about them right here if you want to check that out. We've touched on a lot of issues today. And if you're ready to take that next step to really see if an annuity is the right thing for your retirement, click the link below and myself or a member of the team will reach out to you and we'll walk you through what retirement could look like.